You know, when you get stuck on an idea, you're trying to think of what you can write or what you could say, and nothing's really coming through. This phrase tends to unlock something that makes it so much easier to just start writing. And that phrase is go stupid and start again. Now, I first started using this phrase when I was giving clients this work. I would tell them to go away and come back and brainstorm and tell me about what their dream life would look like. And from that, we'd make this whole plan of all sorts of things, of how we might get towards that. But the first step was, of course, to think about what you might want that to be. And for a lot of people, if they haven't really practiced that, it's unfamiliar. It's not a thing they're good at thinking about. And they can get stuck and they go, oh, what do I want? I don't know, gee. That's tough. And they get stuck. They get stuck trying to think about anything. And any idea from that lens seems, oh, is that good enough? Is that right? Is that wrong? And you throw it all out. Generally, what I want my clients to do in that situation is I want them to think of the biggest and the craziest thing possible. Maybe they step out of their bedroom and jump straight onto a private jet and fly to their private island, or whatever it is. I don't know, everyone's got different goals. But for a lot of people, it seems so big and so crazy they could never even write it down. It's way too far away. So what if instead, they sit there, they're trying, they're getting stuck. What if instead they went stupid and then started again? For example, a day in my dream life is I turn myself into an elephant and then I shoot myself out of a cannon directly into the sun. And then when I hit the sun, it explodes and turns into jelly beans. Pretty stupid. But as soon as we do that, as soon as we say something like that, suddenly having a private jet and a private island doesn't seem that crazy, does it? Now, on a level, this might seem a little bit abstract, a little bit like so silly that what's the point? What's the relevance to you, Jack, with this phrase that I'm sharing? But here's the thing that I found very interesting. I shared this work once with I can't remember specifically, he was a tradesperson. And I can't remember exactly what role, but it was, let's just say he was, I don't know, an electrician. And he told me that after this idea, this concept that I shared with him, he was on site doing some work with some other people. And they were trying to work out how to do a particular problem. And all of their ideas like, I don't know, I don't think that'll work either. What about this? I don't know. And they were all just getting stuck and starting to have a bit of clashing. And then he went, hang on, let's just throw out the stupidest ideas that we possibly could. What if we duct taped it to the car battery? Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be totally crazy? But actually, let's go back a bit. And just from shifting that set point of what standard is going to be acceptable or even worth considering, he told me that he said something like that, and then after saying something so silly and totally wrong, then they were able to dial it back, and actually the other ideas that seemed a bit kind of out there, they're like, actually, no, that is a good idea. That is the way we should do this. Let's try. And it worked.